Welcome. So, today we're going to dive into an idea that could honestly completely change the way you think about speaking English. We're talking about the powerful case for choosing clear communication over that impossible goal of perfect English.
Okay, let's just start with the single most important takeaway. If you only remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. Perfect grammar is not required for confident speaking. Seriously, let that sink in. This is the core idea that can truly unlock your fluency.
So why does that sound so revolutionary? Well, it's because so many of us struggle with what I like to call the grammar fear. You know that feeling, right? That constant anxiety where you're so focused on getting everything just right that it's the very thing that stops you from speaking at all.
Let me ask you this directly. Has that fear of making a mistake, using the wrong tense or preposition, has it ever made you just freeze? Or even worse, has it ever stopped you from speaking altogether, even when you had something really important to say? If you're nodding along, trust me, you are not alone.
This is where we make a change. It's time for a major shift in our mindset. We're moving away from that fear, and we're going to focus on a much more effective strategy, being clear over being perfect. The goal isn't to follow a bunch of rules, it's to actually make a connection with someone.
This really breaks down the two mindsets, doesn't it? On one side, you have the perfect English approach. It's all about grammar rules, and where does that usually lead? Fear and hesitation. But on the other side, you've got clear English. Here, the focus is just on being understood. And the result of that? Confidence and connection. Now that's the real goal.
This is such a critical point. Think about it. The person you're talking to isn't running a grammar check in their head. They're responding to your message, your tone, and your confidence. When you speak with conviction, people listen to what you're saying, not obsessing over how perfectly you're saying it.
So what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's break down a super simple but incredibly effective example of what clear communication is all about.
First, you got to remember the goal. You're not trying to write a textbook. You're not trying to impress your professor. The goal is simple. Be understood by another human being. That's it. Now, take a look at this sentence. I will check and update you. Is it grammatically complicated? Nope. Does it use fancy vocabulary? Not at all. But is it perfectly clear? Absolutely. And does it sound confident? You bet. Think about what that little sentence accomplishes. It sets an expectation. It shows you taking responsibility, and it closes the communication loop. It's professional, direct, and leaves absolutely no room for confusion.
And that right there is the key. That sentence, it's enough. It gets the job done directly and efficiently. It is the perfect example of putting clear over perfect.
Now, it's one thing to know this stuff in your head, but it's another thing to really make it a part of you. So let's do a quick exercise together to start building this new mindset. And this isn't about grammar, by the way. This is all about practicing confidence.
I want you to repeat these to yourself, okay? Either out loud or just in your head. Ready? Step 1, I speak clearly. Got it? Step 2, I speak confidently. And step 3, I speak every day. Make this your new personal mantra.
So we've talked about the fear, we've found the solution, and we've practiced the mindset. Now, there's really only one thing left to do. This is your final call to action.
It's time to stop waiting. Perfection is a finish line that literally doesn't exist. It's always just out of reach. Real progress, it happens the moment you decide to start speaking today, exactly as you are right now. And so that leaves us with one final, powerful question. Forget about the rules for a second and just think about your message. Armed with this new focus on clarity and confidence, what is the very first thing you're going to say?